Earth is the only planet that wasn't named after a Greek or Roman god or goddess. The name Earth is a Germanic word, which means the ground. The core accretion process. Approximately 4.6 billion years ago, the solar system was a cloud of dust and gas known as a solar nebula. Gravity collapsed the material in on itself as it began to spin, forming the sun in the center of the nebula. With the rise of the sun, the remaining material began to clump up. Small particles drew together, bound by the force of gravity, into larger particles. The solar wind swept away lighter elements, such as hydrogen and helium, from the closer regions, leaving only heavy, rocky materials to create smaller terrestrial worlds like Earth. Earth's rocky core formed first, with heavy elements colliding and binding together. Dense material sank to the center, while the lighter material created the crust. The planet's magnetic field probably formed around this time. Gravity captured some of the gases that made up the planet's early atmosphere. Early in its evolution, Earth suffered an impact by a large body that catapulted pieces of the young planet's mantle into space. Gravity caused many of these pieces to draw together and form the Moon, which took up orbit around its creator. Earth is composed of 4 main layers, starting with an inner core at the planet's center, enveloped by the outer core, mantle, and crust. The inner core is a solid sphere made of iron and nickel metals about 1,221 kilometers in radius. There the temperature is as high as 5,400 degrees Celsius. Surrounding the inner core is the outer core. This layer is about 2,300 kilometers thick, made of iron and nickel fluids. Above the outer core is the mantle, the thickest layer. This hot, viscous mixture of molten rock is about 2,900 kilometers thick and has the consistency of caramel. The outermost layer, Earth's crust, goes about 30 kilometers deep on average on land. At the bottom of the ocean, the crust is thinner and extends about 5 kilometers from the seafloor to the top of the mantle. The flow of the mantle beneath the crust causes plate tectonics, the movement of the large plates of rock on the surface of the Earth. Collisions and friction gave rise to mountains and volcanoes, which began to spew gases into the atmosphere. The population of comets and asteroids passing through the inner solar system were more abundant when the planets and sun were young. Collisions from these icy bodies likely deposited much of the Earth's water on its surface. The region where liquid water neither freezes nor evaporates but can remain as a liquid, this plays a key role in the development of life. Atmospheric layers. Troposphere. Altitude range 0 to 11 kilometers. Temperature range 15 degrees Celsius to minus 56 degrees Celsius. Earth's weather occurs here. Most conventional aviation activity takes place here. Stratosphere. Altitude range 11 to 50 kilometers. Temperature range minus 56 degrees Celsius to minus 2 degrees Celsius. The ozone layer is present here. This is the highest layer, accessed by jet-powered aircraft. Mesosphere. Altitude range 50 to 85 kilometers. Temperature range minus 2 degrees Celsius to minus 92 degrees Celsius. Meteors burn up in this layer. This layer is accessed by sounding rockets and rocket-powered aircraft. Thermosphere. Altitude range 85 to 800 kilometers. Temperature range minus 92 degrees Celsius to 1200 degrees Celsius. Aurora Borealis and Aurora Australis occur here. The International Space Station orbits in this layer, between 350 and 420 kilometers. Exosphere. The exosphere is the outermost layer of Earth's atmosphere. The exosphere contains most of the satellites orbiting Earth. Altitude range from 800 kilometers above sea level to about 10,000 kilometers where it merges into the solar wind.